fast what you have, so that no one may seize your crown. The last time when I raised the song, Honorable Fifi Kwete came.
To you. Hallelujah. Presence. Members of the diplomatic corps, we recognize your presence. Members of parliament, our honorable members of parliament, we recognize your presence. Our honorable members of our council of elders, our national executives, we recognize your presence. I also acknowledge the presence of our campaign chair and vice chair of the NDC, Professor Joshua Alabi, whose vision is why we sit in this hall today. Thank you, Professor. I also recognize the presence of our various chairs of various committees of the party. Pardon me if I'm unable to mention individual names. You are all great comrades of our great Akatamanso family. Let me also singularly recognize the presence of our General Secretary, the indefatigable, the General One, Fifi Kwete. Thank you for your presence. Again, I acknowledge the presence of all our dignitaries in our midst and all the executives at different levels of the party in our midst. Permit me now to take a moment to recognize formally the presence of Professor Jane Nano Pokwajiman, the Vice Presidential candidate of the NDC, the incoming, the history maker who will make history again. And permit me to use this moment to recognize comrades, and it is my singular honor and privilege to do this. And we have been joined with his esteemed presence, the 2024 presidential candidate of the NDC, the incoming state president of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency, the nation builder, His Excellency, the youth amplifier, His Excellency, the youth amplifier, His Excellency, the woman amplifier, His Excellency, the woman amplifier, the gentleman's gentleman, the gentleman's gentleman. One who has done it before. Ladies and gentlemen, the trusted, the experienced, the honest, the leader with integrity, our pen And today, before I welcome upstage the man whose leadership has contributed to centering the youth agenda, before I call him upstage, let's pay some tribute to those who walked the shoes before him, to those on whose back he rides on today, to mobilize the youth voices for our nation. Let us recognize and remember in silence the first youth organizer of the NDC. You know who he is? The late Honorable E.T. Mensah. With a round of applause and a shout, we celebrate you, the late Honorable E.T. Mensah. Ladies and gentlemen, we take this opportunity to pay homage also to our former youth organizer, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we pay glowing tribute to the leadership of Ludwig Plodge as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we pay tribute also to Sidi Abubakar Musa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, with a noise as we have never made before, in celebration of leadership, the commander, the infantry battalion leader, John Opari Ado. Thank you.
On a bicycle, so take your trailer and I'll be famous like Mali and the Whalers. I know the kids that for your favors. Nobody bigger than God, Jehovah. You know go be show me nothing. Bring cross, I go bring my dirty. On God, me I promise, you go be the hour of the day. If you don't know, you for ask, stop rushing. If they see need brushing. On God, me I promise, you go be the hour of the day. 20 million years, you know, if you stop me. I am the news, and I'll make you keep talking. How many years you want to flood me? I'm like the air, you know, please catch me. Please beat me, I play am. Make I take come stay loud. Let me hungry, things me, I say I say America, come fight me here now. So you know they say people love me. You know they say I live in luxury. We know all of you, you'll be hungry. But this industry,
in the right platform to meet the potential. Join the Ghana Housing Expo on October 18 to 19, 2024 in Accra. This event brings together over 300 industry professionals to share knowledge and solutions. Register for free or book an exhibition stand via www.ghanahousingexpo.com. For sponsorship opportunities, you can call or WhatsApp us on 050-970-3181 or 053-909-9533. This event is brought to you by Senko Global Developers and powered by Awake Media Network. Are you looking to build?
Thank you very much. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our senior brother and trusted friend, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Auntie Nana, our incoming Vice President, our General Secretary, Fifi Kwete, party leadership that is present here, young people of our country, Ghana, good morning to everyone. We gather here today as a nation in crisis. About 2 weeks ago, the Ghana Statistical Services indicated that 1.4 million youth are without jobs. The unemployment rate for young people stands at 21.7%.
That need guidance?
Millions of Ghanaians wake up every day not knowing where to go, what work to do, or where their next meal will be coming from. Just last year, a food insecurity report released by the Ghana Statistical Services indicated that about 8.4 million Ghanaians went a day without food. We are all too familiar with the 001 or 100 or 000. This has become a formula that most of us live by. And if you don't understand it, what it simply means is that where one stands for the only meal you have a day. And so if 8.4 million of us went a day without food, what it simply means is that that day was 000. At the same time, the Akufo-Addo government thank you. At the same time, the Akufo-Addo government is pumping millions of cedis. It's pumping millions of cedis into the media to cover their incompetences and to manufacture another version of reality for us. They take all of us as being done. And so they pay the media to tell a certain story and change the narrative. Yet every single day we live it and we experience the hardship that this government has bestowed onto all of us. When we tell them our women give birth in hospitals without beds and lights, the president responds by hiring a private jet at $17,000 an hour. When we tell them young people struggle without jobs, they answer you by appointing their friends and families into high places. We cry about increasing food prices every day. They answer by blowing 3.9 million on the importation and buying of condoms. We complain that times are hard and there is no food on the market. We wake up to a scandal of 12 million worth of fertilizer vanishing. We complain about higher rents and they respond by installing 11 air conditions in a 2-bedroom house. And as if that is not enough, the owner of the 2-bedroom house is appointed board chairman, just to tell you that they don't care about you. We criticize them for fuel price increases, and they increase the salaries and allowances of the Ghana Gasoline Manufacturing Company by a whooping 400%. This is what the Akufo-Addo government is giving to all of us. When we cry more, they top it up by blowing $40 million on capacity building for tourism. Young people cry for daily bread, and they give us daily scandals. Not a single day go passes under this government without one scandal being given to us. We elected governments to solve our problems. Unfortunately, this government has become our problem that you and I will have to deal with every day. To make issues worse and to insult us further, when we complained about this untold hardship and we cried out to our Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, he goes round on stage and plays Onyame Eshirame Ashemu. God has blessed me and you are pained. That is what they give us with this comic dance all over this country. My brothers and sisters, we are very much convinced in our hearts and minds that given the frustrations and hardship being visited on us as young citizens of this country, Alhaji Bawumia and his NPP government is not somebody we can trust and allow to lead this country into the next year. from the ghettos in our communities, through the streets where the boys and girls meet, to the various campuses and halls, through the community of young artisans, creative arts and professional groups, we have observed one thing. The language be very simple. Boys, they holla. Girls, they tire. Our young women have become the worst victims. Today, they call it hookup. They don't want to do hookup, but they are frustrated and are struggling, and so they must leave. Colleagues and comrades, young people of this country, we have reached a point where the only thing that matters to this government is not that we are becoming poorer or that countless young people, men and women, have lost hope in the country. The one thing that matters to Akufo-Addo and Bawumia and the NPP is enriching themselves at your expense, erasing the future, even if it means awarding a $34.7 million contract to his daughters. They don't also care if your future means that willing the Achimota forest to friends and families. The worst of it is that they attack and dishonor the memory of our founding father, Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, and try to elevate their forebearers at the forefront of our politics. I remember one lawyer said, that when you go across the borders of this country and you mention J.B. Dankwa, they will mistake him for a footballer at best. That is what they know him for. But this government continuously try to run down people like Osagyefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the effrontery of it. For the last 7 years, we have watched our democracy decline gradually and accountability thrown to the dogs. According to the 2024 Afrobarometer report, President Akufo-Addo has grown increasingly heavy-handed, stifling the media and eroding the accountability of institutions. Never in the history of our Fourth Republic have we sunk this low as a country, but all hope is not lost. I believe in our strength and resilience of our young people to alter the course of history. And let me remind all of us, anytime the history of this country has been altered, that charge has been led by young people. And come 7th December, we will lead our charge to alter history. Today we have come here with our brother, our guy, the humble, calm, and responsible and selfless John Dramani Mahama, the man who promises and delivers, the man who presided over one of the best economic conditions under the Fourth Republic. We know that this natural, God-given leader impeded the evil schemes of the nation wreckers who sought to capture the state for their families and business interests. Mr. President, we know that it was for this reason that they procured foreign consultants in 2016 and 2020 to manufacture evil propaganda, half-truths, and barefaced lies to discredit you. We know. We knew it that for them to be able to amass this world for themselves and steal from us, they needed to destroy your reputation. That Ghana was set, we all knew that under your leadership, Ghana was set on the right path. To this dubious end, they rallied self-centered clergymen and women, corrupt, I use the word evil, but civil society groups, and rented media to achieve this agenda. Today, these men of God, religious groups, and civil society have suddenly disappeared and become deaf, dumb, and blind to the wanton acts of corruption, state capture, and untold hardship unleashed on Ghanaians by Baumia and the Akufo-Addo administration. Their hands are now full from the loot they are stealing. But of course, we know that their consultants are at work again. We are serving a cold warning to them, to this nation wreckers, that the Ghanaian youth will not sit